reigning WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World, witamy mistrza świata Krzysztof Głowacki. Introducing the challenger, witamy Oleksandr Usyk.
Mr. Glowacki, Mr. Usyk, gentlemen, let's do this.
That we can't wait for, Tony.
I've been looking for Ukraine as amateurs, and he's someone else I've always...
Upsetting the long-reigning Marco Hook, and now he's...
One thing we can't underestimate, and Krzysztof Glowascki is the world champion.
Lovely left.
Now engage him up close, as you can see here. Good left hand there by Usyk.
Yeah, this is the night. On foreign soil as well, as Johnny was saying. That's what they believe with Usyk. But this Głowacki
is an amateur, a standout amateur in world amateur boxing. He really was.
Głowacki as he comes in.
Early doors, he was getting off body shots quite early.
The WBO defence wants proper refight, and he looked absolutely breathtaking.
Punch Głowacki with that counter right hook.
He can punctualizing the ring, Usyk, and out of range there.
There's
with
the
that
body
hook
shot.
To Krzysztof Glowascki, who's coming on strong a few times. He's rounded, he's tough, he's aggressive.
From the amateurs, you've got to take him to places where he hasn't been as a professional yet, and Alton, he does. And what you've touched on there about Spick is he made it.
The Polish compatriot of
gonna have to take stuff on the way in.
a better round. And was also working with Dylan White for a while, and the power and the heart and the
Put in place a game plan that he will have worked on for many weeks.
Although he got through that fight and beat Marco Hook in the big up.
He was very close there from Głowacki.
What would your fight? The physically bigger of the two. Putting his feet into the canvas a little bit more.
He's finding that strength away from him. Keep popping him with a jab. Because Usyk, he's got to bang that body around, and he's got to really take the rhythm out of Usyk. I can see this round.
You give him, he's not a fancy punch picker with straight shot.
Głowacki lean in, fall short. It just seems even his jabs are stiff and slow, and that's the...
As we'll see here, coming out for a quick start to round 4, he's straight.
Before this, Głowacki had boxed to 50 for Usyk.
They're the keys for Głowacki. He has to nail him with body shots. He has to take the fluidity.
Attack from Głowacki.
On a body shot, Oleksandr Usyk, or the 200-pound division.
He's been sparring and fighting super heavyweight. Clean but grazed across the temple of Oleksandr Usyk.
And that's a good body shot underneath there from
Cruiserweight division.
You will find with Oleksandr Usyk, he'll...
Głowacki every now and again hits him with something hard.
Staying out of range when he can, and then goes...
He's got to be careful on the inside, though. He won't have had much inside.
Intriguing, isn't it?
It's really smart boxing from Usyk, but as it goes along.
This will get more exciting. Stay tuned, because the excitement...
Who we remember very well, refereed a lot of Ricky Hatton fights back.
They're going to land. Głowacki loads with everything. That's a nice little shot.
Affair. The two southpaws, sometimes two southpaws make...
Is paying Krzysztof Glowacki an awful lot of round contest.
Tony, I think Głowacki's getting quite a few...
Obviously has a couple of belts. Tony, you have the WBC version.
Głowacki's getting over there. He's landing a good shot.
There's a better round this for Głowacki. 6-7. They're not early knockouts, even though he's only had 9 fights.
Not giving him easy opportunities to be hit. That's a good counter right hook. And like I say, it's them puffing heavy shots that come around the sides of the green. Anything when you step to them professional ropes, he has to show them not the hardest in the world to hit.
He's a way in, but he's delivered plenty of leather. He just looks at the referee there.
Professional fight, and Usyk is taking it on in his 10th professional fight.
Quite coy. It was some fight that.
Of where this fight's going to be at. Głowacki is good overhand left there from Głowacki. Going the body will show later.
Then the Polish champion's in big trouble.
Yeah, he is. But
what's come out of the Ukraine after the Klitschko brothers and their success?
And I don't get him backing off. He don't
changing, because ultimately it's not going to stay the same way all the time. Good body shot
through the gum shield, as if to say, I'm in control here.
Like, this is a good combination from Oleksandr Usyk.
Yep, toe to toe.
It's been fantastic, Adam, and to see, you know, the Olympians moving on.
A long way to go, but he's starting the second half of the fight as he started Usyk, and this is how Dave's got it.
Well, with a fight of this magnitude, but, you know, let's just bear that in mind.
Yep, this at a very different level, and it's too much.
Look how mobile Usyk is for such a big man.
Fantastic footwork. It's the counters he must be very careful. That was very...
To work with that quick, dazzling combination.
Bit of balance, just keeps floating around that ring. There, good body.
But Usyk showing the class and the movement. Inner strength. It's terrific.
Big gulp of air,
Though, well, we're already into the 8th round of this. And desire and the punches thrown, especially with the left.
Having a go, he is swinging, but he's just falling short and missing ever so. Got to go for it, you know, all out and nail him.
In the melting pot, Oleksandr Usyk performing through his career.
Yeah, he's a tough man. He's a very, very tough man, and he's
Coming from different angles, and the speed is impressive of Usyk.
Like I said, only fault I could make if he just used the jab a little bit more.
you know. But just looking at Usyk, he started varying the jab now. He's jabbing.
In the Austrian mountains, where we got a sneak preview of Oleksandr Usyk when he was more in control, and that he's a bit subdued, or more subdued than he did when he fought Herken.
Short with the right hook to follow, but he's allowing Usyk.
He needs a little bit of success with some power shots, and he's getting, you know, maybe
You know, you may have a chance to up it.
There is
Some good uppercut too.
There is Adam, and I
boxer with great feet. It's very, very hard to implement what you need to do. Look how he's loading up on all the.
Even more in confidence. No sign of him flagging either.
The Usyk is hitting harder than people can imagine that he's hitting, and it's stopping the trade-off we might get just soon.
Is there a time, Tony, where you
Stepping forward and you know, looking for them bigger shots.
Dave, we said if he backs up Głowacki, a wry nod from Usyk to say, yep, I'll give it
as well, so it's going to be harder for him to count it when he's coming forward. And Głowacki looks tired to me. He also looks
exhibition at times from Usyk.
Yeah, and this is why I believe that Usyk's going to put his foot down on the pedal. That he won't, and then you know whether it's right to put the foot on the pedal, don't you?
Usyk, and can Krzysztof Glowascki come on?
Usyk will know, but I still think he feels that Głowacki
Side he had the eye damage too.
and then cuffing punches again, Adam, that I say all these counter punches that he's throwing are falling short, and that's a good 4 or 5 punches.
Can be catching the eye of the judges, but more quality, and it's starting to become heavy weather and tough. Absolutely loving it in there, Oleksandr.
We can see once again there, that one got home.
Yep, drills himself forward. You know,
Physically, when you see guys getting manhandled and thrown back to the ropes.
never done it at this level in a professional ring, but he's just
To be in that, so we will see how it goes from here, but
than we feel.
For me, he needs one. For me, 100%. But it's very rare in such a big man.
Oh, big left hand, right hand to getting the inside schedule win. Głowacki.
tremendous amount of passion and tremendous amount of bottle to stay in there now, give back.
Amazing Głowacki coming back and showing that they didn't hurt body well, and it really is a tremendous effort, but again
I think he's looking for a statement and a stoppage.
I think he's looking for. The overall feeling of the fight is that Oleksandr's the ring with his it just seems that Usyk's been in control. The World Cruiserweight title fight, as we thought it would. Come forward, attempts, and he's got him there, brother. He needs a knockout.
Agreed, Adam. Adjusting that angles a bit. They're good shots on Usyk.
Lovely.
He's very, very fit, but the heart of the champion here in crowd on him. Or will that show have any...
Willing, their man, Głowacki on to retain his title. What a true champion. Is he going out on this?
Głowacki's shown amazing amount of durability in this contest.
Boxing. It's been a pleasure again to watch.
But Usyk's always had an answer. He's always come back with something.
It's always been the last to...
On, 5 seconds left. They both go toe-to-toe. Really good fight.
Oleksandr Usyk.
The new addition. Welcome